Good morning. It's a rainy day in Washington, D.C., and we're actually addressing this quicker than we thought. We just got word that the Democrats have defined the articles of impeachment, and I want to give everybody a quick response to that. I'll give you a little footnote, and that is things are changing quickly, and so if things change, we'll be certain to modify this. But based upon what I know right now, I want to share some thoughts with you. First, three things that I think are important groundwork before I comment on the articles of impeachment. It's no secret, I didn't vote for President Trump, and I say that to kind of lay the groundwork that he's had to earn from me my support, and sometimes he's had that and sometimes he has not. But this is a congressman who hasn't unequivocally given him everything that he's wanted. Two, interestingly, I was asked in a debate when I was running last time how I would have responded to Bill Clinton's impeachment. And I was very clear at the time that I would not have voted for impeachment of Bill Clinton. And that's not to say that I wasn't very, very unhappy with what he did, but it's to say that the bar for me for impeachment is just incredibly high. We're undoing the will of the people, and in the case of Bill Clinton, I would not have been willing to do that. And three is, nothing that I weigh in on in impeachment should be inferred to mean that I don't think there were some inappropriate things or things that I'm unhappy with. But remember, I'm not being asked that. I'm being asked about impeachment, whether these things arise to the level of impeachment, not whether or not I think they're inappropriate behavior. So given those three things, now let's talk about the two articles of impeachment. The first was obstruction of justice, and I've got to tell you, I just don't understand this one from the Democrats' viewpoint. President Trump has availed himself of legally available tools, and the Democrats likewise could have availed themselves of legally available tools to contest what he did. And so I personally don't see how really anybody feels that that's obstruction, and certainly how it would become impeachable that he has withheld witnesses. I think it's also incredibly important to remember that he voluntarily gave us the transcript of the phone call, and so it's not like there's this one-sided thing that he hasn't done anything for the Democrats on impeachment. Second one's really interesting to me, and that is abuse of power. As I understand what's being charged is they're not accusing him of the quid pro quo that was originally out there. They're not accusing him of bribery, which was originally out there, but simply that asking the Ukrainian president to investigate Biden in and of itself, without quid pro quo, without bribery, is an offense that rises to the level of impeachment. And I don't mind telling you, I'm actually disappointed in this article of impeachment that they didn't bring more to the table on this. For instance, never once did I hear a single witness asked about the president's intent. For instance, was it the president's intent when he asked to influence the 2020 election, or was the president simply bothered by Joe Biden and his son and wanted it investigated? And so in my mind, this also does not rise to the level of impeachment. And based upon what I know right now, I'll be voting against these two articles of impeachment, and have tried throughout this whole process to keep an open mind. But I don't mind telling you, actually a little surprised at the two articles of impeachment that have made this, to be frank, a rather easy decision for me.